if anyone's in. Probably not though. That muffin top hanging over there. Goodness me. That's not a flattering angle. Alright, so I'm gonna make some food. Unplug this. Maybe 5 minutes. And if no one comes on, I'll just end it. Oh, falling. I might grab some warm clothes though. This is the new dress thing that I was talking about on my Twitch. Just going to get changed. My cool pajama tracky dacks. Hello, Miss Meow, 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 meow. I do you, no, no, no. I can't figure out how to. Why can't I? Oh, there. Meow, 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 meow. Have a cat. Cat, 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 cat. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Hey, Mox. Oh, you're such a cute kitty, kitty. Meow, 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 meow. Anja. Who's a pretty kitty? Who is? You're the prettiest kitty, meow. Kitty, kitty, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. No one's actually in right now. But if someone happened to join at that stage, they would have been very confused. Oh my god, all this time I've been able to enable flash like that. Oh my god. That has changed my world. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe I could have had that flash the whole time. Oh my god. Just ignore the cat food that I tried to get her to eat and she wouldn't eat it. Oh, hey, someone's in. Hello. So, whoever it is left. They were not happy with what they saw, obviously. Stay alive, stay alive, stay alive, stay alive, stay alive. Okay, food. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Want some food? You only get a little bit. I'll feed you before bed. You can have a snack. Did you take a snack now? Oh, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. Whew, that water is a bit nippy. Ooh, cold. I might have to grab a jumper because that water is freezing. frozen toast. Toasticle. Oh, someone's liked it. Oh, that's nice. Hello to whoever is watching. I'm just going to grab a jumper. One sec. Meow, meow. I feel like if I wear this today, I'll probably, ooh, don't break. I'll probably want to wear it tomorrow. But, oh well. I can't believe how quickly it got cold again. It was like only a couple of days ago that I had the heater on, and now it's back to freezing fucking cold. How does that happen so quickly? Actually, speaking of which, I have a heater. Poor kitty. She gets so startled by me. I'm usually not that bad, but tonight I'm a little bit manicky, so she always just bolts when I'm like this. State of mind, or I'm a bit annoying. Okay, I'm running out of toast. I'm running out of bread. Two bits of bread. 1, 2. I'm like a fly. It helps if you push the button down, I guess. I just realised I have even more of those containers of vegetable stock than I thought I had, which is actually a good thing. There's a lot of crumbs in the bottom of this bag. It feels really gross. One moment. I don't really know if I can be bothered making it with chili. Do I feel like chili? I feel like I do feel like chili. I really can't be bothered. But I really do feel like chili. It's not even in here. Where the frick's my chili? Where the chili at, yo? Where is the chopping board? Hello. Someone is watching. Nice to see you. Welcome. I've got still some onion from yesterday. I think I'm going to do a tiny bit of onion. Oh, it's fucking froze. I really need to turn that freezer down. Good evening. What do you stream on Twitch? Why aren't you reading the chat? Because it wasn't popping up for me. So I've just seen it now because you've bumped the comments up. It doesn't auto scroll. So sometimes there's not comments for like 5-10 minutes. So if I check all the time, it's, yeah. Anyway, on my Twitch, it's very similar to what it is right now here. Sometimes I do special, like where I go to special events or whatever. But for the most part at the moment, it's just a chat until I start playing games on my computer again. I'm hoping to buy a dirt bike. And then I'd like to do a lot of my streams doing that, but that's not happening yet. So right now, it's just a chill chat with some frozen onions because I keep freezing them by leaving them in the top of the fridge. I feel like they're still. I'm not going to waste another onion. I'm just going to. Should be right. Should be right. I'm just going to have this. So yeah, not very exciting. So sorry to say. I have several general questions regarding life. Do you mind if I ask them while you cook? If they're not rude, if it's about the messiness of my house, I don't feel like going into that right now. If it's about how weird I look, that's okay. We can do those ones. You can ask those questions. So, shoot. I do need to get chili, though. 1 second. Meow, meow, meow. Turn this heater on. Oh, that it's got that little protector thing where if the button isn't pressed, it doesn't turn the heater on. And I didn't have the button pressed. That's why it was not warming the room up, because it was not on. Oh, I forgot that I had grapes. Yum. 20-year-old one, and I was wondering, is life difficult? I think it is depending on where you are from, your circumstances of life. If you live with your parents and they make your food and they do your clothes, wash your clothes, make your bed, clean your room for you, and you have little in regards to work or whatever, then life would seem pretty easy, unless you have depression or other mental illnesses or physical disabilities. And then even though it seems like your life would be easy because you've got your parents doing all of those things for you, life would still be very difficult. So, you know, some people could, you know, be doing all of those things and be self-sufficient and think that life is really cruisy and easy still. You know, even though they're doing all their own chores and whatever, they could still think that life is pretty easy. Because, you know, mentally they're stronger, they're fitter, you know, in their mind. So, it's all relative, I guess. I think I'm going to have some squash in my egg. This is a squash. I think it is. I feel like adding some vegetables in. Wasn't going to. I was just going to have it be just egg. But now now that I've got all the stuff out, because I had to get the stuff out to find the chili, I figure, fuck it, I will have some healthy shit in there as well. I wish we just show, oh, there we go. I think now I've got it. 20-year-old, I mean 22. Just rounding off your age. Cat, stop doing drive-bys of my leg. You're going to end up making me cut myself while I'm chopping at things. Damn, that's the answer that I didn't want to hear. I live alone, but I fully depend on my parents financially. You know, my mind is full of thoughts about what I'm going to do in the future. I mean, if you depend on your parents financially, you could use that to your advantage by getting a job and saving while they help you out now, while you've still got them around to help you. You know, I personally was out of home my 16th to 17th birthday, around then, but you know, I lived in like a youth hostel type place. It was a bit rough, but you know, so for me, even at a young age, when people are usually like, oh, what does a teenager have to complain about? Well, I did have complaints because I was living in a place I didn't feel safe, moved to a place I didn't feel safe and stuff, but you know, if I had a stable home, I would have felt a lot better, but you know, I still wasn't mentally well, so I'm still not now. I'm barely self-sufficient as it is. Some days I'm so down I can't get out of bed. You know? But I just look forward to the days like today where I managed to get out of bed and I managed to do a lot of stuff and enjoyed myself. Yeah, I did. Exactly. So, you know, it all depends on what life throws at you at the time. I don't really think that age itself protects you or makes things, you know, like I said, if you're dealing with an abusive family or something, even though you're, you know, 12, you could still have the problems of a 30-year-old in a domestic violence relationship. You know, you're still suffering. So is life difficult? Depends on, you know, the situations around you. So I can't tell if you're asking the question as a troll or you legitimately are, but I'm taking it that you're legitimately asking the question. And if you're trolling me, well, you know, maybe someone else will watch the VOD later and it will actually help them. So that's the way I see it. You know, I can't, like, you can't live your whole life on when you're live streaming wondering if someone's messing with you, because someone's in the past come in and, you know, like when people have talked about suicide and whatever, you know, I try and treat it like it's serious, because if they're not messing with me and they're turning to a complete stranger, that's, you know, pretty serious. So yeah, that's okay. I don't know why, but I love cutting fruit and veggies. Like, but I get really, you know, zoned in like I've done right now. I don't think I'm going to finish that squash. Well, I feel like, actually, if I only have squash and don't have other veggies, then it'll be fine. The squash was a little bit old. It's gone a bit brownish because I bought like the cheaper squash, so it needs to be eaten pretty quickly anyway, so I might as well just chuck it in, and if I don't eat all of it, I don't eat all of it, but it probably won't get eaten if I leave it a tiny chunk in the fridge anyway, so I might as well try. I did have zucchini. I might chuck just a touch of zucchini in there. I actually think I might be able to sleep at night time today. I'm feeling a bit drowsy. I think my eyes are hurting because of the onions as well. I don't know what the fuck I did to this. The zucchini. The end on it. I think I broke it like in half the other day. I think it's because, yeah, the way it broke. Zucchini pieces are going to be a bit too big. It doesn't leave the messages up there, so I'm totally opposite. I hate preparing food. I just don't like how I get a bit obsessed with doing it a certain way. Like, that drives me crazy. I hate my obsessive compulsive stuff. But I'm getting better. I think that looks very nice. They're chopped very badly, but I like different levels. Like, for instance, you know, I like they're the same thing, but I've cut them differently because I like, you know, different mouthfuls. Like, you know, I like different sizes to choose between while I'm eating. Some big, some little. Okay. So that in there with the onion. I would love some potato, but I cannot be bothered cooking potato. If there were a quick way to cook potato, I would eat it all the time. And I was never a potato person. I never liked them. But nowadays, can't get enough of them. It's because I've discovered these little baby potatoes. They're so much nicer. These ones. They're real tiny. That's like the biggest of the lot. Okay. I had... Where did the... Oh. Yeah. So I want a tiny little bit of carrot. Maybe just one tiny carrot. They're so little. So, barely anything. And it depends on what country you're from and stuff like that as well. Like, as to how difficult life is. I mean, for someone in Australia, where I'm from, you know, you've got, like I said, for most teenagers, life is fairly easy. But from other countries, you know, a life as a teenager could be scary no matter whether you have money or not, you know. So, you know, you could still be in a state of fear and things that make life very difficult. So, yeah, that's also something to think about. Depending on your government and things, like we're pretty lucky with our government. Like, yeah, our government's pretty dodgy, but like, you know. So, I think I handle trolls pretty well. I think for the most part, like I try and make a joke about, like if they insult me, I try and just go with it. Like, you know, if they call me ugly or whatever, I try and just go with it. But what upset me was I had someone who did come in to troll, but then said they liked being here and they were in here a fair bit. and I thought they were 3 different people, but they were actually only one person pretending to be 3 people. So that was really sad because, like, I thought I had 3 cool people that I liked each of their personalities watching, but it turned out they were the one person pretending to be 3 people. So, I mean, that upset me, but it's, yeah, I don't know. It just took me by surprise, really. So, because I did say, are they the same person? But I was more joking because I didn't think anyone would be that kind of crazy to do that sort of stuff. But, like, I mean, if someone insults you in a unique way, I feel like it's less bad, you know? Like, if they insult you with something that's, like, you didn't expect it and it's actually kind of funny, I mean, you know, props to someone doing that. But if it's just a generic, you're ugly, it's like, really? Like, looks are, you know, some people might like one thing that someone else thinks is ugly. Like, some people like beards, some people don't, you know. So just coming in and calling me ugly, just, I feel bad that they didn't even bother to put effort in their insults, you know what I mean? Like, they at least, you know, did something unique. What guy? I'm guessing you were in the other night making the insults about the person that was talking to me. Which, if so, I don't recall. My God, these grapes taste good. But, you know, you can't just go on strangers' streams and insult other people because of, you know, bad experiences you've had. You might live in a place that being like that's okay, but you have to understand that I'm from a place where we have many cultures and we are very open-minded. So you just can't do that. Like, you've got to think that although you're a stranger on the internet, you could be the one, the thing that breaks a camel's back, you know, the straw that breaks the camel's back. You could be the person that leads that person on the other end of that to suicide. Do you really want that on your conscience? Like, treat each interaction with people as if, would you want someone saying that about your sister or your brother or your mother? If you wouldn't, then maybe don't say it. Because they could be having the worst day of their life. They could have just had their mum die and they go onto a stranger's stream to try and feel better, and you make those comments and you could be the reason that they take their life. Well, you know, think of it like that. Those grapes are amazing. They're like candy. They're actually that sugary. Oh, they're amazing. I wish I'd got more. I didn't get many because I didn't think I was going to like them. And they're like the ones that don't have the seed things inside. Oh, yeah. But there's been times where I've gone onto people's streams where I'm feeling unwell mentally and I've gone on someone else's stream to calm down and someone in there has bullied me and it's not led to good things. So I just think, you know, You can't know what those people are going through. But when you're saying those horrible comments, they could be dealing with something much worse. So while you think that you're saying nothing that bad, you're saying it to someone who could be very unhinged. And, you know, find a better hobby. If bullying people is your hobby, find a better one. You know? This looks very nice, I think. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. I need a spoon. I need a spoon. It's the same as like when I'm out, people think that I'm really confident and they think I'm really happy and whatever, but I'm actually, you know, I'm a ball of nerves. But they think that I'm really, really confident, and, you know, they might say things that they think, you know, they're being funny or whatever, but it really affects me. I'm still thinking about something I said, like that I said last week, which was just really stupid, that I went to sing thinking that they wanted a partner to sing with, and that's not even that big a thing. But my brain has been going over that and how stupid I felt when I realized that they didn't actually want, they weren't meaning for me to come up and sing with them. My brain's still dealing with that from last week. That's pretty trivial, stupid shit. But, you know, my brain will it'll focus on something stupid like that, and just, you know, I'll bully myself with it all week or whatever. So, like, while you think that something might not be a big deal, it could be a big deal to someone else. Take that information, or don't continue to bully people of different races if that's what makes you feel good about yourself. But yeah, try not to. The music that at the moment I've been singing karaoke, so I listen to a lot of pop stuff because I'm singing stuff that is new to me, if that makes sense. But my favorite that I could listen to all the time and not get sick of, really, is probably Bowling for Soup, like punk stuff. Like, if I had to choose only one type that I could listen to for the rest of my life, it would probably be punk, because, you know, that it can be jovial, like peppy, whilst saying some really offensive shit. And I think that's, like, it's like, you know, it's fun, and it's like, yeah, it's like, it's I like singing that sort of stuff. It's usually like, punk I find is very like a bit sort of self-deprecating. Some of the songs that I listen to, they're like, she's a bitch, blah 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 blah. But like, I don't know, when I'm feeling a bit like, I don't know, I listen to that stuff and I start to feel better, because I'm like, you know, I don't know, it's stupid because I just said don't insult people, but I like that kind of music, so it's a bit hypocritical. But it's like, I'm choosing to listen to that, and it more comes from a place of like, the guy that can't get the girl says an insulting shit about her, I guess. So it's like, you know, there's ulterior motives behind why he's saying it. But I think I listen to it when I'm feeling shit about myself, and I'm like, it makes me feel like when I've done or said something really shitty or whatever, that I'm like, there's someone else out there that song was written about that did and said shitty things too. And then I feel better, because I'm like, well, at least I'm not that bad. Something along those lines, anyway. I'll put this in the fridge, 1 sec. I still never found my chilies. I cannot find my chili. The irony that I just had a head of lettuce drop onto my head. No idea where my chilies have gone. I remember them being... I'm sure I had them there, so it must be in... It must be here. I just like didn't want to cut a bit of cheese and just I ate a chunk of cheese from the block of cheese. Hopefully it goes. Okay, that's some mushroom. Haha! I think I found them. They were hiding. There we go. Oh, God damn it. Oh. I found them. But then I put the thing away because I thought that I was done with chopping stuff. Dang at it. Now I'm gonna wash it. Might as well rinse this at the same time, I suppose. Probably shouldn't be getting water in the heater. That's still electrocution waiting to happen. Excuse me. That burp is courtesy of the amount of cheese that I just ate from the block. I could have sworn that I bought more chilies than I had. I've only got 4 left. Madness. Now my fingers are going to burn. Why do I need to eat chili so much? Leaves me with 2 in case I forget to buy more tomorrow, which I probably will. So tomorrow is karaoke at the other place that I do karaoke, so that'll be good fun. So long as I keep to myself and avoid the creep that are always there and get away with it because they spend a lot of money. Just have to not fight back when they try and fight me, and I just have to stay calm, not do anything stupid because they want an excuse to kick me out and I'm not going to give it to them. So I just have to behave myself. I think it'll be probably better if I ask him to let me know beforehand. I'll just start listening to stuff on like my phone or whatever, so I tune out everyone else. Maybe if I get better headphones that I can hear over top of the music. Might be a good thing. Alright, so we've got chili. Did I just get chili in my cola? Probably. I think a couple of seeds flipped off. Smells really good. If there are any comments, I can't see them. I have to scroll up to see them. I don't want to touch my phone while my hands are dirty. Too much vegetable stock. And possibly not enough chicken stock. Too much vegetable, not enough chicken. Ain't that the way of the world? Do I want some garlic? Got it. Finally. Just a touch of water in there. And mix it all around. You do the hokey pokey and you turn it back, and that's what it's all about. Oh, there they are. Message retracted. All those muscles, yet you can't open it. It was like, it's because it was, when I've used it last, there's been garlic around the outside and it's stuck together to the thing. So it's not like a freshly open jar. It was like glued shut because I'd been messy when I used it last and the lid was covered with gross crap. It doesn't count. My wrists are really weak after a job that I had where I had pressure washer guns, and the pressure washer guns were really bad for my hand. Ever since then I've not been good with my hands and wrists, which were already weak to begin with. My arms itself are strong. I can lift heavy things, but my wrists in that are quite weak. Very, very flimsy. Flimsy little bitches. Useless as tits on a ball, as the saying goes. Okay, that looks very nice. And I didn't even make that much mess today, which is unusual for me. One sec while I put this away in the fridge and hopefully don't have anything fall on my head. No, things are trying to fall on my head. Ah! Stuff be trying to fall on my damn head. add some more chicken stock to that. Brisket for the biscuit. And hope that it's not too much. It annoyed me that the vegetable stock had more in there than the chicken. But now it's probably too much. Okay. Alright. We're nearly there. Chuck some animal fat into there. Oh, I need butter. One moment. Because I did put the toast in, but I always cook the toast just a little and then I reheat the toast when I'm actually ready. Oh, nearly knocked my food onto the ground. That would have been very sad. It's nice and warm now with that heater there. Fingers are burning from the chili that I cut before. I apparently at some point have got a cut on here, which the chili has gone into. It doesn't feel great. I'm going to have to move this. And we're back to this issue that we had the other day where I had no idea where to put it. Ah! Breaking things. Let's see if that works. This may not work. If it falls, it falls. Don't be creepy. Don't make me have to report you while I'm trying to do things and cook. I literally am fully covered. Don't be creepy. Don't talk about boobs that aren't even out. They're in. If that is what you mean. I will check. See, they're covered. Covered. Don't be creepy. Don't make a girl feel like she can't even wear a shirt without creeps doing stuff. Please? Jeez. Don't ruin it for everyone else. Oh, I have turned on the wrong stovetop. See, you're distracting me. I'm turning on the wrong stovetop and now I'm burning myself. Am I funny? Sometimes. My pan doesn't cook. Like, the pan is up in the middle, so I have to cook around the outside of the pan. So it like doesn't cook in any of this bit or else it just burns. So I basically just have to cook around there. It's a pain. Most of my pans do because the stove top, like even on low, my stove thinks it's on high. So I've got it on low, but it'll boil the shit out of a pot, even on low. Juice into this pan, so then there's not as much juice. See, it's like a little bit of juice still, but I've emptied some of the juice into the pan, so now the pan is very juicy, and then that way the egg will have some of that chicken stock flavour in it. And then garlic and stuff. Turn that down. Fucking master chef over here. Master chef burning stuff. I'm a master chef, as in I'm a master at burning shit. Let me try to fix it with a hammer. I have actually had the person came to, because I was chasing a mouse, so was my cat. We were both chasing it, one on either side of the stove. So I moved the stove out to try and chase it and pulled out the gas bit, like the line, like I fucked it. So someone had to come and fix it. And while they were fixing that, I asked them to turn the stove top down. We tried that, but then basically the lightest breeze, like in the room, like if I moved too fast, the flame would then go out. There was no in between. They tried turning it down so it wouldn't burn all my food, but yeah, it just was going out all the time. So I'd walk away from the stove thinking I was still cooking, and I actually wasn't. Stuff like that, so. Okay, now I'm going to, so I'm breaking the yolk into there, but I'm keeping, I'm breaking that, but I'm keeping the egg yolk, because I like that to be I like that whole when I make my eggs. So I leave that till the last bit and then I cook that. Break, you stupid egg. There we go. 2. I do 3, and maybe 1 on the top. See how I go. Oh, nearly lost one of the yolks. This probably seems like a very messy way to do this, but it is what it is. Did I burst it? Oh, I think I burst one of the yolks. Sad. Hope not. Right. Now. Plop, 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 plop. Plop, 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 plop. Stir, stir, stir. Stir, stir, stir. Stir, stir, stir. This is my eggs now. Plop, 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 plop. Okay. I'm going to, so it's got that nice juice in the bottom of the pan. So I'm going to lay this out so ridiculous how I have to cook like this. I'm making like a bunting cake, but for eggs. Ignore the messiness of my stove. See? That's how I'm cooking it, so that it doesn't burn in the center. Because you can see how the liquid's all gone to the outsides. It doesn't sit in the middle like a proper thing should. So, she'd be right. Going in the middle a little bit. I want that because it always just burns. But I made the mistake of trying to stir it. I'm just I might need a little bit more the chicken stock. Dropping things. Fuck it, might as well just use the last of it. If it's too much, it's too much. Bing! Turn that up to high. Chuck this in the bin. I really wish I'd gotten to the kayaking earlier today. I missed so much of it. I only got to do, I think, about half an hour of actual kayaking today because I was really nervous about going because there was going to be more people there today, or yesterday now. But in the end, they were really nice people and I wish I'd gone sooner. But I was just nervous about meeting new people. Such a shame. At least I know for next time. And it was kind of cool leaving karaoke tonight. Like, you know, when I was leaving, there was people going, "Ooh." Heater just randomly turned back on. I thought I turned it down where it wouldn't come back on for a while. It started. So like when I was leaving karaoke, the people were like, "Bye Eva, bye Eva." And they were like all calling out. It was very, very nice. I feel like I'm starting to sort of get friends again. Kind of. So, although we don't speak much during, it's still nice to not feel as alone while I'm there. My friend's girlfriend's really nice. She's like, tells me that I'm a good singer even though I'm shit. But she's like, no, really, you're doing so well. I'm so proud of you for doing it and getting up there. And then their sister was telling me how good I was, and I was like, I know you're fucking with me, but like, I don't care. And they're like, no, we're really not. And I'm like, but why though? I don't understand. But from what I can gather, they're really genuinely not fucking with me. They actually do think I sound alright. So obviously they need their hearing checked, but you know. I think I put a bit too much water in this before I added my eggs. Should have cooked out a little bit more, but I didn't. Mistakes were made. Maybe if I do this. And then, yes. This. Hurry up and cook, you stupid eggs. Sing something. No. Because I know how I sound. I know that I sound better when I'm alone and I'm not nervous about people hearing me. I sound different. But I look forward to when I get confident enough to sing properly and not be stupid. So I used to put on a stupid voice when I was singing. Like I'd be like, and I won't give up a fight for you. And I'd like be really stupid about it, you know? Because I knew that I wasn't very good. I didn't know how to sing. I didn't know pitch and whatever, all that nonsense. So I'd try and sing badly, you know, and then I guess that did not help because then people were like, you're shit, don't sing. And then that just destroys the confidence even more. So. Like my dad, I say this all the time when people like say, oh, I bet you can sing, you're just saying you can't sing. I'm like, no. My dad literally was like, can you whistle? And I'd say yes, and he'd go, good, because you can't fucking sing. Like the thing that damaged me the most, I think I was like, I don't know what age, but it would have been under like grade 7. So I would have been like maybe 9, give or take, like around then. And I remember singing, like I've got my headphones on, and I remember singing, it was like singing to Belinda Carlisle, if you know that. Anyway, so I'm like, heaven is a place on, like, you know, I'm like rocking out, and my dad's just like, don't ever sing again, like ever. I'm like, I'm a child, and my dad's just gone, yeah, you're terrible, stop singing, please. But he came to my last play, which not my last play, but the one before that I had a singing part, and he heard me sing in that, and he was like, no, you were actually good. Like, he was proud of me. So, you know, he was like, wasn't bad. So, that was nice. Yeah. Kind of proved him wrong, sort of. Yes. He was late to it. He missed my, like, first part of the song and whatnot, but, you know, he is who he is. There is no changing him. I have to love him in spite of that. Animals, drop, 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 like a cutie. Animals. Yeah. I mean, I feel like that, again, it was probably that I was always putting on that stupid voice. But there were some times where I was genuinely trying to sing. And because we worked on the fruit farm together, so I would be on one row and Dad would be like up the other end, and we'd be working our way together. But I'd think that he's really far away, and I'd be like just rocking out singing. And he would either A, hear me from all the way across the other side of the orchard, or he'd be coming to tell me like that I need to do something, or it's lunchtime or whatever. And so he'd just appear near me and he'd be like, what the fuck? Are you killing a cat over here? Like, you know. And like back then I didn't understand things like, you know, you hold your head up, you sing better rather than when you're like this, you know. Like little things that I learned while I was learning to sing for the play. So, you know. But I still forget those things because like when I'm nervous, when I'm at karaoke, I tend to like cower and stuff, I guess. And because I always try and sing different songs so that when I do upload them later, they're not going to be all the same songs because, you know, so. I remember like one of the things that one of the ladies was teaching was like, you know, it's this weird thing like, you know, I remember her doing like this, like to try and like, you know, an imaginary string to like, I can't remember exactly like, but it's like just those little things that I notice that, you know, when I'm like this, I'm like more guttural, I guess. When I'm like that, it's, you know. But like there's times where like during the play where I had to sing, my friend who actually can sing would stand near me so that I could, because I'm better at, which is why I struggle a bit at karaoke as opposed to if I hear the same song in the car, because in the car I'm singing along with someone, whereas at karaoke there's no backing track, sort of you can't hear the people singing, so I lose my place. And unless I've just heard the song, I forget sort of how it goes. But so now I've learnt that if I listen to the song before I go on stage, then I'm okay, sort of. I'm much better. But like tonight, I listened to the song I was ready to sing, and then he swapped the song's order around. So the one that I'd been preparing for and practicing for, he put on a different song, and I was like, what the fuck? So then I had the other song's tune in my head, and I couldn't picture the song that I was actually singing, like, you know, but I sing better when I'm singing next to someone, because, like, I just feel more confident, so I get a little bit louder and whatever. But when I was singing next to her, there was a couple of times where, like, certain notes, she would hit the certain notes, and she said that I was hitting them as well, and she could hear me that I was hitting them, and I was like, I feel like you're mocking me. And again, she'd be like, no, I'm not. But she doesn't have it in her to joke like that. She's on the spectrum kind of. And she doesn't do that. Like if she's insulting me, she'll just straight up insult me. And if she's being nice, she'll just be nice. There's not really that hidden mockery. She just doesn't do it. Which is why I like her. It's why she's, you know, someone I value as a friend, because I know that she's genuine. And like if she thinks something's ugly or if she thinks I'm singing terribly, like she'll tell me. Which sounds bad, but that's how I started to learn what was good and what wasn't. You know, she'd be like, oh, you know, that doesn't. Try singing insert this way here for that song. I'm like, okay. You know, that kind of stuff. The egg will not fry. My saucepans suck. It doesn't, like, I like things crispy. None of my saucepans fucking crispy shit. It just burns it to the bottom. Nothing in between. Let's just get a bit of egg and see how it tastes. overcooking my veggies. Oh, it tastes pretty good though. Nom, 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 nom. Oh my god, the chili is so good. Yeah. One of them like does kind of do it properly, but they all look so similar. All the ones that I have look very similar, so I can't tell the difference between them. That heater keeps turning on and freaking me the fuck out. Because I keep forgetting it's there. Okay. So, we've got the egg, you might call it. Alright. So now, I'm going to add the yolk. Put the egg yolks on top of that, which might be a disaster. Oh, no. Talking about cooking, is Gordon Ramsay Australian? Isn't Gordon Ramsay Pommy? I think you might be thinking, there's another one that is Australian. I think he's, I don't know how to describe him without, he is, I feel like if I describe him by that, that's offensive, so I'm not going to describe him by that. There is one that I think is an Australian. I think Gordon Ramsay is Pommy though, I thought. There's another one that's like real innocent. Can't think of his name though. I feel like putting those eggs on top, the yolks on top of that was a big mistake. No! Oh, I think I just wrecked them. No, they're still round. We still have yolk. Yolk is still safe. They are not broken as yet. Just almost. Okay, I'm going to do my toast. Quick, quick, quick. Hop up the jam, up the jam. Alright. But yeah, cooking wise, I feel like I was a better cook before when I used to cook all the time. Now it's just kind of, I just experiment each time. I also experiment more with vegetables now, whereas I never used to really like vegetables. So it's new for me to actually like vegetables, so I guess I'm seeing it from a different perspective. Like, I cooked well when it was cooking it like junk foody sort of stuff, but turning everything a bit more healthy, I'm going to think of it differently because it's healthy, I guess. I don't know. and salt and pepper. That was probably way too much pepper. Let's turn that down. Toast is just about done. How's the egg doing? The egg's probably too cooked, maybe. Just put that on the edge. And there was a cup. Oh, here it is. Turn the stove off. 1 minute, I'm going to in-stream here. Just have to get some ice cubes and Coca-Cola. My little hair pieces out. Gotta love that my hair's that bad it stays even though I've taken the hair tie out. Have you ever encountered a big spider in your house? Yes, many times. And yeah, I don't know if it was on this, so I was talking about it, or on my Twitch, but if you check out my Instagram, which is sinfulrella_Eva as well, same as this, same as my Twitch, there is a photo of a spider on my head, because the other night I had a huntsman, which is a harmless spider. They can give you an infection, but that's about it. But they're not dangerous. But yeah, I had one on my face the other day, which was very exciting. It's the first time I've done that deliberately. So, oh, my toast. Toast. Woo! Nearly burned my toast. Close call. Touch and go for a moment there. A fucking heater turning on, scaring the shit out of me again. Yeah, so I do get lots of spiders, being that my house is really messy. Rocking things. She'll be right, mate. She'll be right. She'll be right. Okay. Alright, so toast is done. Ah! Nearly flying off the edge. I need a smaller knife. I've got a fork in the other room. Plate. Toast there, and kind of cooked the yolk a bit too much, but it'll do. Because I left it on. I should have turned it off when I was going to turn it off, but I left it on just a little bit. turn off the heater so we don't set the house on fire. Can't wait to see the picture. Say what? The way you say it will just give you an infection. Oh, well, like, I mean, in comparison to a whitetail, because I've been bitten by a spider and I'm missing a chunk from my leg because it ate away at my skin. Like, the infection eats your skin away when it's a whitetail, which we're pretty sure it was a whitetail by the way the scarring is. But, like, the huntsman's just, like, the most it'll do is hurt, and it won't, like, eat away at your flesh like the other one. It's just kind of like, you know, like when you get bitten by mozzie and it gets infected or whatever. That's happened to me before, like minor, like as far as I'm aware. I've never been bitten by a huntsman, so I can't say, but that's what I'm told, that it's just that it can be like, yeah, that. But yeah, so I've worked my way up from a daddy long legs, which can't even do anything. Though when I had a daddy long legs and I had it on my chest, like it was on my face everywhere. But at one point, like afterwards, I had this little like thing there, and I was like kind of like it just seemed like an ant bite, and I was like, they're not supposed to be able to bite, but I swear to God, I was like, weird. Anyway, all right, okay, so I'm going. I hope you've had a pleasant evening listening to my horrible voice, my fabulous hair. Thank you for keeping me company while I cooked. It was very nice, and I'm glad that tonight you were very polite. As I said, I don't remember your name from the other night, but I really hope that, you know, you come back, and I hope that, you know, you can keep in mind that when you're, I guess, insulting people, other people, I feel more pain when you're insulting other people than when you're insulting me, sort of thing. So you insulting them is hurting me, and, you know, then I stop streaming. So, you know, that's not good if you actually wanted to watch. Anyway, yeah, so there's, if you wanted to check out my Twitch, you can, because I filmed on there earlier, but I basically just repeated myself now. So anyway, all right, bye. And I always forget how to end it.